Jeff Bezos is possibly the most prominent businessman of the 21st century. With so much success and acclaim, you probably know quite a bit about Jeff Bezos. He is the founder and CEO of Amazon. He is the wealthiest man in the world. And, like his South African counterpart Elon Musk, he wants to venture into commercial spaceflight and the eventual creation of space colonies. Being such a public and well-known figure, you would be surprised how much you don't know about Jeff Bezos. Want to learn more about this multi-billionaire? Keep watching to learn 10 things you didn't know about Jeff Bezos. Interact with us. Subscribe and hit the notification button to be notified when we upload more content. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below. Also, feel free to suggest any type of videos you would like to see on this channel. Thanks! Number 1. Bezos has no memory of his biological father. Jeff Bezos was born on January 12, 1965 to Jacqueline and Ted Jorgensen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. His birth name was actually Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen. Both of his parents were just teenagers at the time he was born, and his father was a circus performer. By the time that he was 4 years old, his biological father was out of the picture. His mother remarried to Cuban immigrant Mike Bezos, who adopted Jeff to be his own son, and he was renamed Jeff Bezos. Bezos says that he has no memory of his biological father and that he considers Mike to be his real father. After his biological father left him, the two never saw each other again. In fact, Ted Jorgensen had no idea that his son had grown up to be the founder and CEO of Amazon until a journalist approached him and informed him of that in 2012. Jorgensen passed away in 2015 without ever meeting his son as an adult. Number 2. He was very inventive as a child. Jeff Bezos has always had an inventive spirit. When he was just 3 years old, a time when most kids are just learning how to properly hold a pencil or a fork, Bezos attempted to take apart his crib with a screwdriver. Apparently, he felt too big for the crib and wanted to sleep in a real bed. So, he was going to take the crib apart and reconstruct it into a bigger bed for himself. Talk about being ambitious! When he was older, Bezos had his own science lab in the garage where he liked to carry out experiments and come up with inventions. One of his earliest inventions was an electric alarm which he put together from parts that he bought at Radio Shack. Bezos used the electric alarm as a security system to keep his two younger half-siblings out of his bedroom. He made lots of other contraptions, including a kitchen appliance which got some of its parts from an umbrella. Number 3. Jeff Bezos has banned PowerPoint presentations at Amazon. PowerPoint presentations are known for taking complex or lengthy ideas and helping the presenter break them down into simple graphics and bulleted lists for speedy visuals during meetings. Jeff Bezos does not want that at Amazon and instead prefers for ideas being pitched at meetings to be as detailed and fully formed as possible. In place of PowerPoint presentations, Bezos requires staff members to write a 6-page memo, also referred to as a narrative, for concepts that they are pitching. He believes that this promotes more critical thinking and allows for the concept to become fully fleshed out before it is pitched. Meetings at Amazon will often begin with all of the meeting's members reading a memo individually. Bezos acknowledges that it is a strange practice, but ensures that everyone has read the memo and that no one will try to bluff their way through the meeting. Another strange meeting rule at Amazon is called the 2-pizza rule. This means that the number of people in a meeting at Amazon should not exceed the number of people that could be fed by 2 pizzas. This ensures that the meetings are limited to the people that truly need to be there and makes sure that they're not wasting anyone's time. These meeting rules sound kind of extreme, but obviously they work. Number 4. He was his high school's valedictorian. It comes as no surprise that Jeff Bezos graduated at the top of his class at Miami Palmetto High School in 1982. The future Amazon CEO was also a National Merit Scholar and a Silver Knight Award winner, which is a local award given to outstanding students by the Miami Herald. Bezos' time in high school wasn't all filled with amazing achievements. He also worked as a fry cook at McDonald's, something any other high school student would do to earn a few bucks. At his high school graduation, Bezos gave a speech where he talked about his dream of creating colonies in space in order to turn the planet Earth into one big nature preserve and save humanity. With a valedictorian speech like that, it is no wonder that Jeff Bezos would go on to be the founder and owner of Blue Origin, his private aerospace manufacturing and suborbital spaceflight service company. Blue Origin is nowhere near creating space colonies, but has had quite a few successful launches and has partnered with NASA to carry payloads. Number 5. He has been named both the world's worst boss and the world's greatest CEO. In 2014, Bezos was ranked as the world's worst boss by the International Trade Union Confederation. The Confederation voted on 9 of the world's worst bosses who they believe undermine democracy by undermining workers' rights and supporting slavery. The Confederation cited the way that Amazon workers in Germany are treated as part of their reasoning. The Confederation says that Amazon workers in Germany are overworked and treated like robots, often to the point that they have to seek medical attention. This is all while being paid low wages and given a poor work environment. They say that Amazon workers are closely monitored and are reprimanded for taking even short breaks. However, just a year before in 2013, Bezos was named the world's top CEO by the Harvard Business Review. The Harvard Business Review said that the decision was made not by weighing reputation, popularity, or anecdotal evidence of accomplishment, but only cold, hard facts. They found that Bezos had the most long-term success in his business out of any other living CEO on the planet. Number 6. He wants to build a 10,000-year clock. One of the stranger ideas Bezos has is that of a 10,000-year clock. However, he didn't come up with the idea all by himself. The 10,000-year clock was first imagined by inventor Danny Hillis, who has worked with Bezos in designing the clock. The clock will be massive, standing at 500 feet tall, with one hand that moves forward once a year and a century hand that moves once every 100 years. Once the clock has reached a millennium of ticking, it will chime and have a mechanical display like a cuckoo clock. Construction on the clock began in 2018, and Bezos has already spent over $42 million on it, although it is yet to be finished. The clock is being built within a mountain that Bezos bought near Van Horn, Texas. Bezos hopes that the finished clock will attract tourists despite its rural location, which is hours away from the nearest airport. Number 7. Jeff Bezos created Amazon on a cross-country road trip. While Bezos had the idea to create an online bookstore for about a year before he launched Amazon on July 5, 1994, it took him a surprisingly short time to write up the business plan. In fact, he wrote the entire business plan in the car while he was on a cross-country road trip from New York to Washington State with his wife at the time, Mackenzie Scott. At first, Bezos wanted to name his online store Cadabra after the word abracadabra. However, when his attorney misinterpreted the name as cadaver, meaning a corpse, Bezos dropped the name Cadabra and chose Amazon instead, after the river in South America, which is the largest river in the world by volume. Number 8. His net worth was unaffected by COVID-19. Jeff Bezos was the only person out of the top 5 richest people in the world that had not lost money by April 2020. In fact, Bezos made money throughout the initial coronavirus outbreak due to the large amounts of people flocking to buy products on Amazon rather than in brick-and-mortar stores. In July, Amazon stocks went down a bit as investors anticipated consumers returning to newly reopened businesses. However, Amazon stock prices did not stay down for long and quickly bounced back. However, Amazon has received criticism on how they have handled preventing the spread of coronavirus within their warehouses. It was found that workers did not receive increased pay or sick leave despite the large increase of work and poor conditions that led to outbreaks of the disease in over 50 Amazon warehouses. Some employees even claimed that they were fired for speaking out against the conditions that they were working in, although Amazon denies that that was the reason they were fired. Number 9. He could end world hunger, but he hasn't. In 2008, the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization determined that it would take approximately $30 billion a year to end world hunger. With his net worth of $188.5 billion, Jeff Bezos could end world hunger for 6 years and still have $8.5 billion left. Bezos makes $2,489 per second, which is 2 times the median weekly salary in the United States. He could not possibly spend all of his money in his lifetime. As a matter of fact, when Bezos and his wife divorced in 2019, she got 25% of their stock in Amazon. And Bezos still remained the richest person in the world. Even if Bezos died tomorrow and his $188.5 billion were split between his 4 children evenly, they could each afford to end world hunger for a year and then have over $7 billion left for each of them. But not to worry, since becoming a billionaire in 1997, Bezos has donated $10.3 billion to charity, which is just 0.05% of his current net worth. Most of the money has gone to his own charities so that he can still control how the money is used. Number 10. His Kindle ebooks outsold hardcover books. In 2010, Bezos announced that Kindle ebooks outsold hardcover books on Amazon by about 50%, with 143 to 180 ebooks being sold per 100 hardcover books each month. Sales of paperback books were not included in the calculations. 2010 was the year the third generation of Kindle e-reader came out. This was the first version of the Kindle to be able to connect to Wi-Fi and 3G. The third generation Kindle also featured a display with higher contrast than previous versions for easier reading. Can you believe these interesting facts about Jeff Bezos? He seems more and more like an eccentric mastermind the more that you learn about him. So, what did you think? Did any of these Jeff Bezos facts shock you? Let us know in the comments section below.